Hey everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and this is the second episode and another set of three that I am recording today. I do want to begin this episode by pointing out that I misattributed something when I was talking about the idea that somebody had to use Safeguard to protect units like scouts or whatever that get attacked by wandering mobs. That was an idea from Peter Bridgewater. I think I attributed that to David Spengler in the last episode. That's what I get for not, like I said, I'm trying to handle the comments a little differently. So and actually I should just be letting it go through the next turn as I'm talking about this. But I've been trying to handle the comments a little bit differently and do more of them in between turns as the turn timer gets longer. But then sometimes something pops into my head and then I end up misattributing it. So unfortunately, I don't know if we can get the best of both worlds here, but I'm trying to strike a good balance. But yes, that was Peter Bridgewater who suggested that with Safeguard. And Dennis Jacob also mentioned that I probably could have used the same strategy to save my Blight Doctor and Orc Priest from the dragon attack that happened down in this area. So yeah, good point. It would have slowed down casting of summons. I had to keep in mind anytime I do spend spells on something like that, it's slowing down my overall world summons and spell casting and stuff like that. So there's still a definite cost associated with doing that. But to save 2 support units, especially when you're a sorcerer, might have been worth it. So good point, guys. I think I already talked about the Necros Inflict Despair. CMCK had a fun idea for Elf Archers. Frozen Flames could be pretty good for them. I was actually under the impression that Frozen Flames only applied to melee attacks, but that's actually Starblades. The game says Frozen Flames applies to range attacks too. So I will probably be using that on my Elf Archers at some point, which would be fun. Again, I still got to get that city built and started, but Empire quest completed. Okay, somebody else got the Grand Palace. That wasn't one I was really expecting or planning to get, so at least I don't have to lose any sleep over that one. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'll try to keep that in mind. From Impregnable, lots of things regarding advice for research. So this Impregnable made like a huge chapter of a book size comment almost about how research works. Did a lot of math about what I need to get to the different things that I have remaining to research, how the math all breaks down, how to do it as quickly as possible without over investing in research. And said focus research on big spells, saving smaller ones for research breakthroughs and structure research pickups to get multiple per turn. Again, I already talked about that a little bit. The Sphinx Temples, which would be nice for me to clear some of those, do give a lot of research, and so that's something I would want to plan around for those. So keep the smaller spells for now and focus on the big ones. Might not need much more research because of the way things divide out. Possibly could. There possibly only really need 90 more from what I have now, which is actually even less because my research just jumped up to 535. So yeah, then I can cheese libraries a bit. I talked about the library cheese in the last episode with that, trying to go into a library, select the lowest spell you can research, and then forcing it to hopefully give you something higher. And then there was, of course, Grouchish advising that I avoid selecting research until the end of a turn, since free research does nothing for you if it's not enough to knock a turn off of research. So yeah, another good point, and one that I will try to keep in mind going forward. So basically, a lot of micromanaging research suggestions. That's a pretty gross oversimplification of what both of them said, particularly Impregnable. So if you're interested in reading his comment and all the math behind it, check out episode 7-16 for that. All right, we'll get to more of the comments later. Let's talk. You know what? Actually, let me check here. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go through a lot of these now. We'll save them for in between turns. I'll just get to as many as I can. As my channel's been growing, I'm getting lots and lots and lots of feedback, and I just don't have time to put all of it in every episode. And that's not to say I don't think it's good feedback. It's great. But there's a lot of things that are like things I could have done better in previous battles and stuff like that that aren't really things that I can apply to future turns, but it's worth talking about if I have the time to do it. So, like for example, being able to safeguard those 2 guys down there. It's good to know that I can do that in the future. If I could have used Safeguard to save my Priest and Blight Doctor from those dragons, but I can't go back in time and undo what had already been done. So that kind of stuff I'll probably just get to as I can get to it during the comments. So I'm going to send, like I was saying, I'm going to send the Witch and the Spider down this way, and I'm going to actually use them. I'm going to let them hit that speed boost and get there a little faster, I think. Well, actually, it's not really them that need the speed boost. It's really this group, isn't it? And then I want them to go out there and maybe pick a fight with those guys, which would be a heck of a fight, actually. Maybe I want them to pick up that first and then do that, because this will give them Frost Aura. Yeah, probably should do that, actually. So these guys are going to continue on this way. Wasn't really planning on having the Druid come back this far, but that's okay. We'll let the Spider kind of loop around. We'll let this guy, since he's kind of running out that direction, he can have the Haste Berries on his way out here to help him catch up with them. And we'll just form that little stack. That's kind of a crappy stack of units, but it's enough to just kind of hold a territory if I need to. And then we'll have the Spider and the Ice... Did I? No, wait. Okay, good. I did pair the Ice Queen with them. So they'll come back here and hang out with the Druid. And I think I might drop the Shredder from the Druid's army when they get there, and maybe have him run up north too. Okay, race governance level up with the Tigrans. Let's see. Observatories in Tigran cities now produce an additional 10 gold, or Prowlers gain hurl net. I'll take the 10 gold. I probably won't make any Prowlers, so we'll do that. Army requires orders. Can I make it to the Eldritch Pit on this turn? I think I can if they aren't looping around weird like that. So 832. Now the question is, what's in the Eldritch Pit? We've got a lot of... You know what? I can handle that. Now, granted, I would love to have the Druid come out there and convert that snake, but the Druid is too far away, and I want some of this stuff cleared now because I'm tired of dealing with wandering mobs. So we'll go ahead and just take these guys out, I think. That stack is actually more concerning than the one sitting on the friggin' structure, but it's alright. We'll get them before they get us. Probable victory. I think my odds are a little better in this one than what it seems to be suggesting, but we'll see. These guys don't really have any reliable way of healing, and that's kind of the problem here. And the monkeys, there are 4 of them, so that's a lot of poo to be thrown. Let's try to lure one of them into just doing something. And then just counter-attacking with everybody else. Far away am I from being able to hit one of them? 2 spaces? Let's see if they'll let me get the jump on them. If I do this. Okay, good. They're gonna let me get the jump on that monkey out there. Not quite enough to kill, unfortunately. Which makes me think that I want to phase. But that could be risky. The monkeys have sprint anyway, so they could get away from me. Well, you know what? We'll just let them do their thing. It's good enough for me. Thought they were going to kill that Phantasm Warrior. Okay, fortunately, I don't need to worry quite as much about the snakes because shock protection on everything. Alright. Problem with these guys is that they have sprint, so I can't just like run up behind this one, flank it, and then expect it to not be able to get away. But I can still flank it and do good damage, so... This one I kind of feel like I want the snake to go after. No, I want that one to go after the snake, I guess is what I should have said. To eat up action points and score a flank attack on it. He leveled up. Now I need to, let's see, can I take out that monkey in the back? I can probably take out that monkey in the back. This one could sprint and maybe get to that monkey. Okay, that's a good hit. Okay, this one can reach that monkey, which means I should shoot with that one first. Then this one can reach that one and kill him. And he can reach that one. So I can sprint with this guy out here, flank attack that one, then go here, finish off that one. That leaves one monkey who no, that's a snake out there remaining, so he's not going to do much damage to anything because it's shock. I don't think I'll lose anything here. Nope. All right. Can get a flank attack on the shock serpent with this thing, so we'll turn him around. That one I'll keep having work on the snake in conjunction with the archer, I think. I'll actually let the archer do most of the damage here. And I actually am open to him taking attacks of retaliation. That's fine. Because the more XP I pile on him, the closer he is to getting inflict stun. And then you can phase, get behind the snake, get a good hit on him. Okay, so that's one less Eldritch Pit to worry about. And Tigran Sandals of Speed, +4 move points. It's another one that, in theory, that's a nice item and could be really handy on like something like a Warlord in combat. But there's just better boots out there you would want for a Warlord, like, for instance, boots that give Tireless. So I'm going to sell that. We'll take the money for that one. Being a little pickier about the items I pick up this game, and I think it's probably for the best. Alright, now these guys are going to run in and probably attack this group here, and that's actually going to kind of suck because this army's been pushed to about their extreme limit, so I may lose some things. But we'll see what they do now that their home base is gone. They just spawned more dragons out here. Although, unless there's something hidden there. Is that a wet? No, that's a Barrens tile. Shouldn't be anything hidden in Barrens. If it was wetlands, I guess like goblin reanimators or something could be hidden in there, but, well, I don't know if reanimators can hide in the Blight, the goblin ones. I think it's only certain goblin units, but it looks like that's all there is in that army. Unless there's something else that has ability to hide in blighted or Barrens terrain, which I don't think there is. As far as I know, anyway. Alright, let's have the monkey get down here and explore. Ah, excellent. There's a pickup. There's also a wizard's tower back down in here. Okay, now that I think this is a great time for me to get this spell cast, because now that those guys are wandering in that area, 2 glyphs of warding, and that can start softening up their defenses there. Several more items showed up. I believe this one was getting sold. Yes, that's getting sold. We don't need a Frostling fishing spear. And we got boots for this guy. That's great. And he also got a shield. Okay. They're not quite ready to go charging after a boneyard yet. So what I think we'll do is just hold down this choke point here. That's good enough. We'll wait there until we can get Zari back, which will hopefully be soon. Siege Workshop's done there. Making Tigran Builder next, that's fine. We'll get those walls built. Siege Workshop done here. Making Hospital next, also fine, except I'm going to switch that for a Master's Guild. And probably go for a Grand Palace out here. I wish this city had a dungeon nearby. Wouldn't mind making Orc Shock Troopers with dungeon bonuses. You know what? That city's got... Wait, hang on. That city's in danger. That's within range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay, wait, maybe I should count this out. It might not be. What is it? Well, save before I hit control keys that I don't know for sure what they do, but I think it's control G. There's the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that is out of range of a monster den. So that city is safe. I don't need to worry about them. Alright, this Yeti is the higher promoted one, so he's gonna go out this way and hopefully smash some stuff. Maybe actually he can join the Druid too and get in on some of that action. We'll see. Anyway, this stack is now my leader's main stack, and they will be clearing all this stuff out down back here. I might be able to throw another cheap city back there, and then just kind of, they'll carve their way up this side of the map. I think I'm going to have my hero do a lot of work just kind of back here and just clear all this out, because they can do it. She's got enough healing now that that army can just kind of go, especially with the Yeti having full resurgence every turn. Right, let's make sure I don't dig anywhere where I don't want to. Okay, there's some gold structures back here. That's good to know about. Nice place for a fort, maybe a small city. Would be a good place to put down a goblin city, actually. Or I guess Tigran. I could make a settler and run up there. That's something for Iggy to maybe clear next, depending on what else I find up here. Speaking of Iggy, let's see. He can't quite make it there on this turn, but next turn, yeah, they can get there, and they should be able to handle that. Finally good to have some of these bone dragon spawners start going down. They've been a nuisance for far too long. Alright, that's enough digging out there. I'm really hoping this guy can kind of slip past if there's more dragons. Okay, I thought that was a bone dragon stack, but it's just a horn god. I need him to get over here. There's a lot more stuff to dig out to the west. As this dwarven prospector knows, this guy has like literally no end of work. I think for this one, because that's rock cavern walls all around there, and this city's kind of on a border, I think I can pretty safely dig all of this out. No problem. So it's probably what I will work on. He's just gonna keep doing his thing, I guess. Okay, they got Imperial Resonance. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. Glyphs of Warding. Oh, I need to cast a spell. Some of you were screaming at your monitors there. I need to summon my Wisp and keep exploring in this area. I think I'm going to summon it from here, though. I was originally going to summon it here, but I actually want to explore the bottom half of this, this area. So, yeah, we'll cast a spell, get a Wisp. Head out this way and see what I can find. Still on the hunt for that heart of the volcano. It's got to be around here somewhere. And I still have spell casting. I think at this point I probably would like to. You know what I want to do? Because that dwarf city is relying a lot on summons right now, I'm gonna get Spiritual Freedom active out there so I can bring in summons down there quickly if I need to. And then maybe I'll summon another Eldritch Horror down there. That would pretty much make sure they're nice and safe, and would actually, with a few more summons down by that dwarf city, I can maybe clear out the dungeon near there. Okay, Glyphs of Warding active, that's great. This grew into a village. And my laboratory here. Okay, Siege Workshop's here next, but I'll go ahead and queue up something after that. I know I talked about maybe not needing to build research structures, but I do want the observatory here for the sake of, well, this city actually needs to grow quickly too. But I can always do housing for that. I'm gonna let that finish the Siege Workshop. I don't necessarily need a Master's Guild in this city. Impregnable did some math on this one too, and found out that I'm not going to be able to produce the Draconian apprentices in one turn in this city, even with a Master's Guild, most likely. But I think I still might want it for the Grand Palace. I need to, regardless, I want to get that magic library in the city's borders. So the observatory would be useful for that. Another thing would be public baths and then getting the hospital so the growth rate goes faster. Maybe I'll do the public baths next, actually. That seems like a good idea. I might change that up depending on how much production I get from that other, from the Siege Workshop when that's done. Okay, Potion of Healing is done. That's great. I know exactly who that's going to. That is going to my Necro. Right. City grew into a village. Okay, that's fine. I've got the Frost Castle done in my city here, so we can get the Magic Academy, and I think that's all this city really needs to make decently good Ice Queens. I did a quick look through here earlier, and I don't think there's anything else that benefits them. They're not armored, they're not, so Enchanted Armory doesn't matter. They're not irregulars, so the Mercenary Cant doesn't matter. I mean, the Sorcerer's Conflux I probably should be getting in some of my cities. They're not technically a mounted unit. They're not cavalry, so the Rider's Hall doesn't matter. I have the Observatory, so they already get the extra promotion level. And they're not pikemen, they're not archers, and they're not infantry, so... Last Ride of Winter. Yep. I think they're good to go. I think we can start finally making some Ice Queens. Once that Magic Library is done, I'll just go ahead and queue up a bunch of them. I don't see any reason to do anything else there. Now, this city could, again, the problem with these guys is they're very, it costs 170. As you can see, I'm so extremely close to being able to make them in one turn. I really need that Magma Forge in my domain. But there's another way I can get them. It's just going to take a little longer. So, the Frostling Race Governance, let me see menu, Frostling Race Governance 4 can give the Frost Castle some extra income and make them 100, or make the Frostling Ice Queen 25% cheaper. That's totally worth it for me. Frost weapons, not really. Only like most Frostling units actually don't have frost weapons. I think like a Frostling Manticore Rider would have them, but I don't have access to that. I know that the Royal Guards have them, but Ice Queens don't. So I would actually rather have the cheaper Ice Queens. But it's going to be a little while before I get to that next level. So it's more of a question of, is it worth the time spent upgrading this city? Like, if I wanted to upgrade that city to the maximum level, I would need like the public baths and the hospital, the temple and the Grand Temple. It's like 5 more turns, and I don't think I want to wait that long. I want to get some Ice Queens into the field, even if I am making them only once every 2 turns. That's okay. I want to get a handful of them out into the field. And whenever I get the race governance, it's going to happen eventually because I am the Frostlings. So whenever that happens, it happens, and that'll be fine. Okay, we got another builder queued up, and the settler coming after that. Perfect. And let's see, we got a Master's Guild down here. That's fine. We'll queue a, maybe, I wouldn't mind having a little more advanced warning in case anything shows up. So maybe a stone wall. Well, actually, you know what? Probably should start preparing things for firstborns, because as soon as that's clear, I'm going to want to start making firstborns. So maybe I want the barracks next. Especially since I'll be able to get it in one turn once the Master's Guild is done. One home grow into city. Okay, cool. I think we're good to go. Good to go to the next turn. We'll have School of Enchantment done on the next turn, which is almost perfect timing now that we're getting ready to make Ice Queens. So good news there. Let's do it. Let's go to the next turn. I feel like we're making better progress in this episode than I did in the last one. All right, so back to the comments that I want to talk about. Draconian City, I think I talked about that. In fact, I got to a lot of these. The suggestion for getting the Frostling Profit Economic upgrade to make Ice Queens in one turn, that came from Impregnable. The Beast Horde and Ancestral Spirit for the Druid, basically saying she needed more casting points. That was also Impregnable. Here's an interesting one. Now that I have an Eldritch Horror, which I may be able to make use of this soon, one thing I've never tried before, so when you dominate a unit with an Eldritch Horror, or with any form of dominate, it reverts back to its own side after, I think it's like 3 turns. But Impregnable brought up a good point. What if you retreated the unit during combat? Would it remain on your side? I think the answer is yes, but I don't know. So I think it's worth testing. It might be a fun thing to do. I think Dominate has a cooldown, which, if it does, would theoretically allow you to dominate multiple units in one battle. But actually, let me double check that to make sure I'm not. Yeah, it does have a 3-turn cooldown on it. So if you can dominate a unit, then retreat that unit from battle and dominate another one, theoretically you'd convert multiple units with one unit during a battle, which I think might be the only way of doing it is with dominate, because I'm pretty sure every other conversion ability is a once per battle ability. So I'll try to keep that in mind as I'm running down to get these structures down here. I find myself sometimes pointing at my screen and then forget you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. Impregnable was also one to advocate for getting Glyphs of Warding up next. I agreed with that. We went ahead and did that. I talked about the Elf City walls, or the fort for that. Adam James and Sarah Feingold were the ones advocating for researching School of Enchantment yet. I think that's a good call. And Anaruta Bandari was the one talking about the Big Dwarf City underground. So I think that's all the comments. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But yeah. So it might take me an episode doing it in between turns. It'll take me an episode or so to get through them all. But I think if I'm recording 3 episodes at a time, hopefully shouldn't be a problem. All right, we are here at the beginning of the next turn. We're gonna throw down a save here and see what we got. So we got the Magic Library. I've got these Ice Queens here. I really wish a research event would trigger. Oh wait, did one trigger? Hang on. Praise the Leader, Festival of Magic. I think Praise the Leader is gold. Yeah, okay. Praise the Leader is gold. I just got a crap ton of gold. Wasn't research. I saw the parentheses, but then the research is over here. But still, great. Praise the Leader and 225 gold. Awesome. I'll take it. Won't complain about free gold. Item showed up. Okay, good. The Necromancer has his book now. So he's got Ghoul Curse officially ready to go. Won't be able to clear that castle, the Lich King, until Zari shows up, I'm afraid. Speaking of Zari, let's look and see. Resurrect Hero is next. I'm getting that. I don't even care what else shows up in the research queue. I'm getting Resurrect Hero. I know I could wait to select research, but we want Zari back. I think we all want Zari back. And it's only going to take me 1 turn to get it. We are going to cast Spiritual Freedom out here, as I was planning to do. And I'm going to start summoning some more units down there. Now I know this will prevent me from getting Zari, but I want an Eldritch Horror over there. Well, actually, you know what? Let me look. Let me be smart about this, because I can pop in here and just see what I'm up against. So, Halfling Mana Core Riders, all physical damage, all physical, all physical, all physical. Okay. I don't actually need Eldritch Horrors to clear that. I just need more of these Phantasm Warriors. So I can get 1 in 1 turn, and we're just going to pile Phantasm Warriors up. 6 Phantasm Warriors could easily handle that. And they'd be a lot faster to get. Frostling Builder is done. And we'll close that. And I think that builder's plan was to go up and prepare a fort for what will be a future Frostling city up here. So he can do that. And I'm going to have this army heading out this way and sort of just kind of clear the way, make sure it's safe up here. There is that wandering stack of undead somewhere nearby, but it looked like it was fairly weak. It was just one bone dragon and a crow, so I think these guys might be okay. All right, we've got Master's Guild is being worked on. Okay, that city's good. Magic Academy, Ice Queen's officially in production at long last. Town of Mord. Let's see, next to Q Siege Workshop. Yeah, we'll let that finish, and I'll do public baths after that. I guess I don't know. I'll probably just upgrade it to. You know what? Why am I not clearing this? I'm pretty sure they could. Well, I guess because they're weak and they need to heal. Okay, fine, that's fair. We'll give them some more time, but eventually I do need to clear that magic library, so I am going to bring them back down to the city. Because that's probably next on the agenda once Zari is back. Spiritual Freedom is cast. Okay, do that. Festival of Magic. I got some extra mana. Yay. Okay, well, that's worth terraforming, I guess. We can terraform. Speaking of which, did I terraform enough over here to make this city very happy? I did. They are now at 732. Very cheerful. This city is also quite happy at 640. The orcs, how about them? They are very happy. This draconian city, maybe not so much. We'll give them some more barons to work with. I kind of want to clear out some of the forest that's in there anyway, so we'll sow salt here, here, and here, and get rid of all that forest back there. And the wetlands over here. Get rid of that too. So that'll hopefully improve their mood at least a little bit. Can I get any other tiles in there? Nope, I think that was it. How about you guys? They could also use sow salt. Make sure I don't click abort spell by accident. They'll be happy that I destroyed all their crops. That's how this works, I think. And you know what? We'll go ahead and help you guys out too. There you go. We'll just salt all your crops. This city could use more fertile plains to bump it up to the maximum level of happiness. So we'll do that out here. Fertilize land, okay. Turn some of these barrens and forests into fertile domain. And we're at 228 out of 400. I'll spend a little more and we'll call it good there. Now, leaving myself with 192 spare. All right. Tigrant City pretty happy. And we'll, again, I'm going to go for a Grand Palace out here because I probably want to start picking up some of those. Also, let me check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They could reach that. They could reach that if I go for max size on this city. So I think that's the next thing I want that city to be doing. You are going to build the fort for the elves. Oh good, they didn't get attacked. I thought for sure they would get attacked on that last turn. Nope, they just went right past me, and I'm gonna let them go because as far as I know, they can't make it to this elf city down here, even if their camp's been destroyed. I'm pretty sure they still have to wander within range anyway. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Also, did they split off some units? I could swear they had some more stuff, and it's possible whatever it was had forest concealment. You know what? I'm gonna have these guys hit the river for now. Oh, the elf longbow can't go in the water. Okay, crap. Well, I guess we'll have them keep going this way. It's possible they could deal with the undead out there if I give them time to fully heal. I'm pretty sure the army I'm sending out here combined with Glyphs of Warding will be able to get rid of this. In fact, that's going to be literally empty here pretty soon. Maybe I can snipe it with like some floating unit, or I could even summon a wisp, which I'm going to need for scouting anyway. I could just summon a wisp and go out and clear it. That's actually probably what I'll do. So these guys, I think, can just feel free to go... Oh, wait, there's a bone dragon. Okay, didn't see that. Maybe I will just have them wait where they're at for now, and or maybe go this way while preferably staying away from that mess. I bet that spawned from over there. I'm gonna have them go here for now. Edge their way towards this, but take time to heal. I don't really want to lose any of the units in that stack, so try to play it safe with them. We'll see if the dragons try to chase me. Alright, and I think the druids army is going to go here, and mostly they're just going here to get levels, because they are going to go back and get that magic library. So for now, we'll split off the Tiger and Shredder and actually send him up north. This army should be good enough. And we'll have them get the Frost Aura structure and then come back and clear that treasure pickup site. Alright, come on. Come on, Heart of the Volcano. It's got to be out here somewhere. I mean, I'll get the free population, that's fine, but... Okay, there's like a pathway leading up to something here. There's, like I said, it's got to be out here somewhere. Just not seeing it. More population. Got quite a bit of population growth there. That's good. Okay, back here. And that's a dead end. Okay. I'd like to see where that road goes. I think it might just be that looks like a well of souls there at the very end. All right, and I was sending this guy up too, so he's going to help out with the area where I'm trying to set up for a future slightly better Frost Queen city. I'm going to end up having some Frost Queens with Resurgence and some without. Looks like the Goblin's getting to the extent of what he can safely dig here, and I think I am going to leave that all closed off. Send you back out, and Cartographer's tent there, and another city. All right. Always happy to meet new friends. And of course, they would spawn friggin' bone dragons on this turn. Awesome. All right, well, fine. We'll wait here then. Just one tile away from the structure. Little nuisances. Ooh, there's a Sphinx Temple right there. Ooh, hang on. I'll wait until the next turn. I'll wait until the next turn, because right now if I clear that, it's going to put it all into Resurrect Hero. But if I wait until next turn and then clear it, I can get a whole bunch of little spells really fast. So we'll actually position you guys here, closer to that Sphinx Temple. Hopefully this stack runs out and attacks me. I'd much rather fight them on their own. Okay, it looks like this guy was able to sneak by, so that's good. Have him continue on over here, dig some of that out, maybe. Alright, and then finally my main leader's army and my Eldritch Horror get to see some action here. I think we can start off here. Should be a walk in the park, honestly. We're gonna let them run, actually. Well, do I need to let them run? It won't highlight. Hang on. I mean, I'm at 1,300. I'm way over pure good. I probably should take the XP, actually. Now, remember there being a way of attacking, like splitting off one unit and attacking from a different square, but that's going to slow me down with the mountains around, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I will take the way. I will just take the no mercy approach. And very likely victory. I'm gonna auto this anyway, or manual this anyway, just to kind of be on the safe side here, because there is a fire elemental who will have, well, a lesser fire elemental who's gonna have explosive death, and don't want to risk the computer doing something stupid with one of my more fragile units. Actually, I should be manual combating all of this anyway, because I've got Dominate. Which I can, maybe I can grab that human engineer or the dwarf engineer, one of those two. Which one's got an extra, the human's got an extra ability, rapid reload. Which ability does, the human one has throw net. So maybe I'll try to grab him. Does she have inflict spirit breaking? Yep. Okay. So I can use my sorcerer to try to stun lock and then make it easier to dominate a unit. Alright, come on in, guys. I'm not really worried about your initial attacks. Ah, the blind of the Manticore Rider. Alright, well, that's the one I'm going to go after. So I may as well start working on him if I can. Oh, did I get any spirit breaking off on him? It looks like it. He's not happy. He is definitely not happy. Yep, broken spirit for 3 turns. All right. I would very much like to get that prospector out of the way. I don't want to hit him with the magic from this Eldritch Blast. Or whatever this shock breath thing is. That's a safe angle. Okay. Let's see, the Yeti could pretty easily kill him. I'm gonna do this. I should have, oh crap, I thought the Yeti could get, well, you know what, that's okay. He's got explosive death, so I actually probably don't want him that close to my other units. Also should probably give Frozen Flames to somebody. We'll just give it to the Eldritch Horror because it's close. Prospector and an engineer. Okay, because he's blinded, he can't hit anyone with attacks of opportunity. So I think I'm just going to move up and just raw DPS this guy. I say DPS. It's not really applicable at a turn-based game, I guess. Right, you want the flank. Don't kill him. Okay, for a second I thought that Sphinx was in trouble. Sphinx might still be in trouble if I can't safely turn that thing around. Alright, he is still pretty messed up there. Let's try to dominate him. Oh, I gotta get close enough. Okay. It's a touch range. I am glad I did this one manual, because this could have been messy. I need to safely turn that thing around. Just one poke. There we go. Alright, now I can use the sorcerer to do this. And I think he just blew up his friend. Oh yeah, yeah, his friend is gone. He is very gone. And then I just want to, like, kind of protect that guy from getting shot by this guy. I don't think he can get a good angle on him, and then I'll use her to heal, my leader to heal on the next turn. Alright, as long as you're still... yeah, okay. Should be able to dominate you. Okay, wait, heal first, then dominate. That's a 95% chance to work, by the way. That's pretty great. And now you belong to me for forever. Great. We're gonna get free units back here. Next up is probably another ogre. If all goes according to plan, down there I could get a snake down there, and we'll see what's in the Lost Library. Alright, back out here, we're making a settler. I think after that, I'll do the Master's Guild, and we'll do the normal upgrade process towards a Grand Palace with this city, I think. And to join offer for the humans out here, we'll say, stop bothering me for now. Alright. And we can end the turn, I think. We're good. Making good progress here, I think. No major mistakes so far, unlike the last two sets of episodes. I probably just jinxed myself super hard, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, we're going to end the turn. No more comments that I need to talk about right now. So, it's mostly just keeping an eye out. In fact, I should probably flip to the overworld map. I don't know if you guys can see it down here, but maybe we'll zoom it out and keep an eye out for any movement, because you never know when we might see AI moving around in the area of some of my vassal cities. Also, this area up north, it's just occurred to me just how much more stuff I have to explore up there. I really need more wisps up there. There's, like, imagine my economy, but doubled, almost doubled, with that many more cities scattered around up there. I mean, just look at how many there are in here. There's kind of a dead spot here, though, that I just noticed. That would be a good spot for a new city. Yeah, I should plan to get one, because that's also snow, too. Could pretty easily put a Frostling city up over there. And it wouldn't be too far from where I'm planning on making one anyway for better Frost Queens. But yeah, I gotta imagine that there's still gonna be plenty more independent cities up there, so maybe if I can find more time, it's always sort of on the back of my mind, but getting more wisps out there would be really, really handy. Although now with Resurrect Hero being done, the priority is bringing Zari back, so that I can start breaking out of that underground hole that I'm in. I still haven't seen any movement anywhere in this area. Still kind of curious as to why I can see these cities out here. Maybe they were the ones that completed some Empire quests. One of them might be the one that got Eternal City, and the other one might be the one that got the... That could be it. One of them might be the one that got Eternal City, and the other one could be the one that got... whatever the Grand Imperial Residence, the Grand Palace one. Alright, well, good. These dragons did come out and attack me. That's what I wanted. So we'll manual combat this. But I think the Sphinx Temple is actually the next priority for me. Alright, guys. Come on over. Oh my gosh, if I got a random research boost on this turn, plus the Sphinx Temple, I could get so much research done. Alright, let's try to avoid taking any damage that we don't need to. We'll keep that Tigrant in the back, maybe move the spider who can handle poison damage a bit better, can go a bit more up front on this one. Maybe here. And spread the other guys out a bit, just to avoid having a whole bunch of people getting caught in the nasty breath attack. They're not going to quite take the bait. Okay. Well, we can maybe encourage them to take the bait by everybody moving back one space, since they all moved forward one space. Alright. He figured he could get 2 out there, and I can't blame him for that. Okay, now is time to figure out how to slay a bone dragon. I think for starters, I want to phase this guy out. And I have a chance to stun him here. Oh, I got lucky on that. I got really lucky on that. Okay, that helps tremendously, because now I can set up range attacks on him. I think I'm going to have this spider try to web that wyvern. Okay, that's fine. The wyvern will probably, hopefully, pick a fight with the spider. I want this guy to go out and fry the dragon. Iggy can probably kill the lost soul. No, he can't quite kill the lost soul. We'll move the elves up and have them dish out some damage to the lost soul. And then Iggy can move up here and deal some damage to... The dragon's got fearsome. I don't really want to panic my ogre, so I'll probably avoid hitting it with range attacks if I can. I want Iggy up here more, so that he can shoot darts at the dragon. So why don't you move up here and hit that. And that wyvern might go after Iggy or the elves, but if it does, I think I'm okay with that. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna hit it once with these guys. And now it's out of attacks of opportunity. It actually can't do anything. Oh, I almost forgot about these guys over here. Oops. The idea here is to take as little damage as possible, because I've got that Sphinx battle and possibly the main Boneyard battle coming up for Iggy's armies on this turn, so we'll keep that in mind. I want you to... Actually, I want the spider to do a lot of fighting with the bone wyvern, because that's plenty of experience for the spider. The ogre, I will have finished the bone wyvern off. The elves probably need to be... You know what? I think I can finish the battle here. Let's patch you guys up. Now, this could end badly for me, but I'm gonna... Okay, he got panicked. So I really need to wrap this up here. Fortunately, I've got elves. We don't actually have a great shot, but good enough. And I should be able to finish this right here. Alright, cool. So that little group's gone, took very little damage. So I feel pretty good about that. Come on, cross fingers, hope for research breakthrough. That would be so friggin' awesome if I could get a research breakthrough. No, I did get an autocomplete production somewhere. Where did that happen? Auto-completed production of Borndale. Oh, okay, cool. Got an Ice Queen. We'll just let those 4 cycle through. I'm going to start sending more out. I think maybe one for the Druids army would be good, since they're going to start running into some tougher stuff soon. Actually, the Druids army is going to be fairly busy here. I'm not going to be able to finish this turn before the end of the episode. Alright, I got the healing item for this guy. We'll swap some of that other stuff around. So he's got at least a normal healing item now that will be handy for keeping everyone alive. And I can start summoning Zari. I am going to summon one more Phantasm Warrior out in this city over here, the Dwarven city, just in case more stuff shows up. Something Ruda warned me about. And then it's time to start resurrecting Hero. Which can be done in one turn. We'll have Zari back on the next turn, which is awesome. And let's go ahead and clear the Sphinx Temple. That's primarily what I want to try to accomplish before the end of this episode. Who do I want to bring in here with me? Well, we know Iggy will be in, so let's move him and then take a peek at what's inside. We've got, oh my gosh, a lot of Watchers. Okay. No Sphinxes, actually. Now, these guys have messed me up pretty bad in the past. They've got Doom Gaze. What else do they have? That can petrify units. Total awareness, so I can't flank them. And a lot of spirit protection. I think I want this guy in, because he could stun them. I don't really need the Tiger and Sphinx in. I think the Elf Longbow would be good. Dish out some damage on those guys. Spider could web them. Ogre could just beat the crap out of them. The Mammoth Rider might be handy here. Because it's going to have... Well, we want units with high resistance. And that Sphinx has actually got pretty high resistance. Do these guys have any sort of... Do these guys have any sort of fire? No, they don't have any sort of fire protection. So I think I actually probably should bring the Sphinx in. Because he's at least got... He'll be at least resistant to Doom Gaze because of his spirit protection. The Spider, because it's a tier 3 and it can web. And the Ogre, because it can hit stuff really hard. Okay. I think that actual all Iggy's army is probably the best I've got for this. Probable victory. This is worth it. This is worth the risk. Even if somebody goes down, I should get so much research out of this that I can research like 3 or 4 spells all at once. Alright, guys. I need to be the one to start the fight, apparently. I would actually like to get rid of one of the Mystics first, if I can. It's not just sitting there pelting me with range attacks. Maybe I can lure it into coming out if I move that guy up there, but keep him behind the rock. I'm glad I have those extra casting points, because I might need them for this. Alright, we're just gonna kind of hope for the best with Doom Gaze initially here. Okay. Well, I petrified the one that I didn't think it would petrify, and there they go. Alright. Fortunately, my Spider can phase, so it can cause some trouble. Let's see, I can maybe stun that one. I'm gonna move you up. Start picking on this guy, because I think I can kill one. I'm going to move the Spider up. Actually, I'm going to move him. I'm going to try to stun this one. Just a straight up forward attack. Okay, I got a stun on another one. That's good. I think I can kill this one with Iggy. And I can probably bother both the Sphinxes with this Spider by phasing here. And I can try to web one. And the other one should have trouble moving unless this guy helps free it. Iggy can go sprint and get behind that one, I think. And do a backstab. Might be enough damage. 18 to 26. I think he can do it. Doesn't have Assassin Strike, unfortunately. Could be handy here, but then again, I might be getting a little overconfident with Iggy here, because if both the other Watchers turned around and ganged up on him, they would kill him. That would be a mistake. Maybe the safer thing is to have Iggy... kind of damage? He's not going to do enough damage with range attacks. I think the safer thing is just to heal the ogre, actually. Yeah, I think I almost just made a mistake there. They might be able to kill something else here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, they want to go after the Sphinx. Okay. That's all right. I would have liked to have had that in the upcoming battle with the Necros, but that's a loss we can deal with for the sake of getting all this research. Okay. But now we've got 3 Watchers all up in my face here. Iggy actually will handle their damage pretty well, though, because some of it's poison. And he has Frost Aura for some reason. Why does Iggy have Frost Aura? Oh, it's from a shield item. Okay. Well, that actually means that he should be fine just doing this. Yeah, he could have frozen one of them. I didn't even notice that. I think this guy's good to keep. Actually, I might need him to get the longbows off of me. Or to get these guys off the longbows, rather. Node Serpent, Longbowman are the only 2 free. The longbows are going to take an attack of opportunity if they leave. But actually, I think that's okay. That hurt, but they can kill that one. Then he can take an action point away from that guy and still do a bunch of damage to him. Now he's in trouble, though. Crap. Hopefully this one can't kill him. He's only got 2. He can only hit him once, so he won't kill him. Just re-petrified that guy. Alright. Let the Hunter Spider keep doing what it's doing. Can you charm one of them? No. Oh, you know what? I should have tried to charm the Mystic. Dang it. It's a tiger, and it probably wouldn't have worked, but I could have at least tried. Alright, I think I want you to just get the finishing hit on that. And Iggy can just go get the finishing hit on that. $414 research. We'll take that reward. Even got a poison dagger out of it, which isn't really useful for Iggy. We can send that to anyone who doesn't have a melee weapon. I guess we'll give that to the druid. All right, now we've got that nice big chunk of extra knowledge, and I'm not going to select research yet. We're going to hang on to that because it's possible I could get more out of something else. Oh, let's see. We're at hero level 10 for Iggy. Counter poison might be a good one to pick up now that I'm about to go fight more undead. Let's do that. And then I'll save the remaining 2 points because I don't know for sure what I need. Although coup de grace might be nice. Coup de grace actually could be... You know what? That's a good one for Iggy because if he's got that shield that could freeze stuff, that could be even better for him. I'll pick that up. Because if he's got Frost Aura and can freeze things, then coup de grace could cause him to do a lot of extra bonus damage. Alright, army's a little beat up here, but I'm going to go for this anyway. Who do I want to be in the Iggy army? Probably the Mammoth, I think. I really want to finish this or clear this area out. Actually, I probably need to end the episode here. I'm a little bit over, so we're gonna go ahead and throw down a quick save here, and we'll continue Iggy's little adventures underground here into the next episode. So I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Thanks so much for watching. And I will be recording one more immediately after this, so I hope you have that to look forward to tomorrow, as long as there's no technical difficulties. Like I said, thanks for watching, guys. We'll wrap this one up here. I'll see you next time. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Spanglefan, Tarsak, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.